Welcome to Hey Dr. Sue. So people submit their sex questions to me anonymously, and once a week I post one question and one answer. Do you have a sex question you've always wanted answered? Go ahead and check out the description for information on how to submit it anonymously. This week's question is there a wrong way to have sex? As long as everyone who's involved is okay with what's happening, there's really no wrong way. If everyone hasn't given consent to have sex, then that's a problem. If the person can't give consent because they're mentally impaired or intoxicated or underage, then that's rape. If everyone has given consent, then it's less about what's wrong and more about what's legal. And that's going to depend a lot on where you are. If you're out in public having sex, then what you're doing is probably a crime. This is because states have laws that may list this as public lewdness or indecent exposure. If you serve in the U.S. military and you're cheating on your spouse, then the Uniform Code of Military Justice may consider that to be a crime. Depending on what country you're in, sex outside of marriage is illegal. It may also be illegal to engage in sex acts with someone of the same gender. But let's get back to the idea of right and wrong and not focus on the crime aspect. As a country, we often don't talk about sex. We just kind of assume that everyone knows what that word means. And for many people, that means penile vaginal intercourse. But sex can involve so much more than that. It could be anal sex, oral sex, or sex play involving sex toys. Maybe there's some role play going on, or BDSM, or fetish stuff. If we only think of one type of sex as acceptable, then we may never get the chance to find out what other things can feel really good for ourselves and for our partners. So don't be afraid to try out new things, but make sure everyone is okay with what's happening. I always tell people that good sex play involves good communication. This means that you're checking in with both yourself and your partner as things progress to make sure you're all cool with what's happening. Exploring can be fun, but sometimes you need to stop for a minute. If something feels uncomfortable, then either change what's happening or stop. And it may just be for a minute or maybe longer. It's always okay to take a break if someone wants to. Maybe someone is uncomfortable, either physically or mentally. You may have been in a position that didn't feel good. Maybe someone experienced pain that wasn't enjoyable and they just kind of need a minute. Or maybe they were so overwhelmed with how incredible something felt that they need to actually stop and catch their breath. Remember, if someone wants to stop, then stop. But if everyone is good with it, feel free to do all sorts of experimenting to find out what brings you the greatest pleasure. Till next time, be safe and have fun. Did you like that video? If so, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when new videos come out. Also check out the description to find out how to find me on Instagram, Medium, and Twitter. And make sure to check the description for links where you can submit your sex question.